Four practices in, I think we look pretty good. We're going to be we've got our first scrimmage tomorrow, and it's been so much nicer than last year with the weather, at least so far. I don't think we got out for the first 2 weeks of February last year, so it's just been great to be outside and kind of get going and not be trapped in the field house, which is pretty tough on the guys. So.
Well, I think like everybody in the Centennial, we're 4 days in, so it's pretty early. But we have a good group of senior leaders, I think, and we returned a lot of players from last year that were significant players for us. So guys are working hard. I think we're in better shape physically than we have been, and I would say the first four practices we've gotten better, which is kind of the point for what we're trying to do. So we're excited, and obviously time is going to tell a little bit, but we're excited with where we are after four practices.
Well, so far from the fall to the preseason, we're really excited about the shape that these young men came back in, and the amount of drive building off of last season and how competitive they are right now. We got a lot of freshmen mixed in with a lot of upperclassmen right now, and I'm really excited to see the chemistry that's starting to develop between this team, because I think first and foremost, the number one thing we want to do is become a team. And that every team changes from year to year with who you lose and who you commit, and the freshmen that come in. But the biggest thing we're focusing on right now is becoming a team, and I think right now we're heading in the right direction, and we're really excited about that. We're also excited about the depth that we had this year. We lost, like I said, some experience, so we're a little worried about the depth of some of our positions, and I think the freshmen and some of the upperclassmen have really stepped up their game and shown us that we do have a lot of depth at each position, and we're excited about that.
Competition has been exciting, and I think from a Muhlenberg perspective, we're healthy, which is something that last year we struggled with injuries, so. Having great energy and just a competitive spirit in the cold, and having everybody out there has been pretty exciting for us. So, and I feel like the other tidbit that we've picked up in the first few days is that we're deeper. We have more guys that are healthy and that can compete than we've had the last couple of years. So.
Yeah, so far we're really pleased. We came back in really good shape, which was really awesome for us. Most of our kids did really great in the running test, and they look really good. We're battling the weather. The kids are playing hard. We're staying relatively healthy, and I love our attitude, and I love the way we're going at it. So right now I'm very optimistic.
Great. They're working really hard. We came in the fall with an attitude of improving from last season, and the guys have really put the work in. They're doing everything they need to in order to be focused and prepared for the difficult season and the challenges that lie ahead. We're in a very tough conference. We play a pretty tough out-of-conference schedule as well, and the guys have eyes on that and are really doing everything that they need to in order to be prepared, ready for every opponent, every moment in every game.
Our preseason has been strong. The guys were prepared in the off season. We have a good group of seniors who sort of ran things in the off season and did most of the conditioning and captain's practices. So I think the guys from a conditioning standpoint are very well prepared. The first three practices, enthusiastic. We've got a little bit more depth at each position, which makes it interesting. Guys are working very hard and trying to put themselves in the position to be on the field. So far, so good.
Yeah, it is early. We've just had four practices, but really pleased with the progress, with the attitude, the effort. We've got a good mix of experienced and younger, newer players. It's a fun group to work with, very coachable. So real pleased at this point.
I think just 4 practices in, I'm excited about where we are from a conditioning and in shape standpoint. Our guys did a really good job in the off season with our strength conditioning staff, and to be very honest with you, overachieved in our weight testing and our our mile run and our conditioning testing on the first day of practice. So that's kind of allowed us to not worry about conditioning and just play fast and get some teaching things in. And it has me excited because we're ahead of where we were last year, which, from a coaching standpoint, I think that's always a plus. So I'm excited, with how the first few days have gone, and definitely interested here to see next weekend, us suiting up against somebody else.